Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Facebook Live. Hi, Patricia Weaver on YouTube. Good to see you. I have some friends waiting in the waiting room, so you're going to get to see them in a minute. I'm really excited that we are all here for another stamp release. This one is called Making Plans. And so we're going to go through and you're going to get to meet some of the team and see what they have created with these stamps. Hi, Karen Gartland and Charlotta. Kathleen, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, it feels like, well, it's noon for me, so good to see you all. I hope you had a great week so far. Hi, Angie and Leslie. Oh, we have a special guest coming on Thursday. Leslie is going to show us her craft room. They're new and improved, so that's going to be fun. Got you on YouTube too. All right, well, that's good. Double views. Thank you, Karen. Good to see you too, Charlotta. So I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful spring day. We have, hi, Sandy from Germany. I think it's nice out. Actually, I popped my head out in the morning and then I've been down here trying to clean and get ready for you guys. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming. And just a couple things before we get going. I am going to be leaving on Friday for a whirlwind trip out to the Midwest. I'm going to Ohio to start it off to Adventures in Stamping. That's on Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be at Marco's Paper in Dayton, Ohio. So I would love for you to come and say hi. We have a meet and greet on Monday and then classes for 2 days. So I'm going to be putting up the pictures of the projects and also how to sign up for them. Hi, Laura and Tracy. How are you? Elaine, good to see you. And then after that, I am headed out to Michigan and I'm going to the Mega Meet in Novi. So it'll be fun. I hope I can meet up with some of you. If you're available to meet, can you message me and we'll set something up? That would be really fun. We did that last time. Hey, Laura, hopefully your car doesn't break down again. She has a new car now, so we should be good. Hi, Glum. How are you? Hey, there's Anna, watching on the big screen via YouTube and commenting on Facebook with your iPad. She is too much. That's Anna. Hi, Sarah Lizzie. Sarah Lizzie. Well, I wish you could come and meet up too. There's Sally Powers from Reston, another neighbor. What? I didn't know you lived there, Sally. Well, we have a whole little club we could meet. Out loud. Okay, I'm not sure what she's saying there. Anyway, all right. I'm going to bring on the team here. So let me hope I can do this. There we go. Look at that. So today we have Jenny, Lisa, and Elizabeth. So I think, what do you guys think? Do you want to just go in order here? Is that good with everybody? Okay. Is that all right, Jenny? You're up. All right. I'm going to put you in big screen here. All right. What do you have, Jenny?
Hello there. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I've got one project to share with you, but it's as usual, it's quite big. So
a monster.
Beautiful. Of course, it's a book.
Of course.
So this one is it's the book box, and what I've done is I've taken the front and back cover, the top and bottom, and then I've used the spine, but instead of just leaving it plain, what I've done is I've actually put holes, 3 holes, and then I've been able to put signatures in. So there's, turn it that way, so there's 3 lots of signatures. Wow. And they're tied in same way that you would if you had the passport. So it's like, it's a passport book on steroids.
Of course. So, nothing less from you, Jenny.
So this book, well, it's a bit of a journal really. So it's for making notes and plans and stuff. And it's basically, it's a bit of an homage to northern Italy. So the Cinque Terre, the towns that cling to the coastline. So you'll see I've used some of the shadow box elements houses, and I've cut them out, and they're all kind of those summery colours that you get with the window shutter colours as well. And then in the middle there's the archway. This thing here is an archway that's a new paper artsy stencil. So I've used that with paste. I created a 3D one. So I know I've painted all of mine, but actually the Sizzix cardstock, all the different colours, you could easily recreate this if you didn't want to spend the time painting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's easy to do. And then it sort of goes on both sides.
Amazing.
And then the background, let me just tilt it so you can
love those bright colors are beautiful.
So, well, Elizabeth was a bit surprised by this because when she saw it, it was blue. And then I repainted it because I wasn't happy with the blue. It's just main colors. So the background is actually the cover here. I've used the mandala embossing folder.
Wow.
To emboss the, let's see if I can twist it. It's going to obviously be better on the photos, but that's all embossed before I painted it.
Now, wait, Jenny, sorry. Did you emboss paper and then adhere it, or did you emboss the mat board and paint it? How did you get that?
I embossed paper and then adhered it.
Okay.
You can, if you want to, you can emboss the mat board. But I, because of the size of it, it's just a bit bigger than the folder.
Yeah.
So I just found it was easier just to do it with paper, and then I could kind of re-emboss and fiddle it around a bit just so that I could make it work.
Yeah.
And then if you paint it in one color and it lays flat, what you can do when you've stuck it on is just literally run an ink pad, an archival ink pad or a permanent ink pad, and just run over the top. This was a slightly darker red color, and you just lightly run over the top with the flat pad, and it will actually pick up the pattern, the raised side of the pattern.
Yeah.
And then you'll see it's got sort of clouds, unfamiliar on an Italian day, and a sun, using the colours that I'd used here. But what I did was I used, again, the shadow box elements, and this one here should have been the large flower. And I just cut those out of the die packaging. So the solid plastic that you get with it, you can run it through your Big Shot or your Big Shot Plus or whatever it is you've got, and run it through, and you can cut yourself a stencil and then just put paint through to make the sunny day. So that's the journal. And then inside I have used some gauze on the inside of the cover, just because I find that helps to stabilize the whole thing, just in case. I know people sometimes have the seams coming apart, where the score lines are, they sometimes come apart a little. So all I do is just put gel medium on the back between the two covers, and then I just put a thin layer of gauze across, or you can use fabric, whatever you like. I just find it makes it more tactile, but it's a good way of just keeping it all together.
Cool. And you see that neat little edge. Sorry. That cool little edge that you have, the the kind of, what do you call them?
The frayed edge.
Torn edges. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's so easy if you use just fabric that frays. Once it's stuck on, you can, if you've cut a piece that's just slightly larger than the two covers, and remember to make sure you get it right into the spine and everything. And then you can just trim around the edges and fray to your heart's content.
Oh, cool.
So. And then I've made, as I said, it's got 3 signatures in there. There's 6 pages on each, and I've just used basic cartridge paper. So I don't know, I'd say it was £110, something like that. It's a good weight, but it's not same sort of weight as the Sizzix cardstock. So it's nice. It's still plenty flexible, but it's stiff enough. And then, just holding it up just so you can see, I've used a combination of these. I've got the postage, the snail mail dies, which I've cut into postage stamps, and then I've stamped on them. And then I've stamped on them. I've used colours. Let me see if I can find one that's a bit bigger. So here we go. Right. So again, turn this light on. Oh, see if that works a bit better. Sorry, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Does that help a bit? Yeah. So the idea is to use the new dies have become tabs, and all I've done is I've just stamped lots of the little label stamps, and then I've used the words that come along with it inside, and then used the snail mail postage stamps, again your other set, underneath, just to make them work. And then you'll see on this page here where I've torn some of the pages to make them an uneven size. I've then run them through with the same mandala embossing folder and just stuck them back on so they look like sort of paper lace. But you get sort of, as you can see,
feathery look
that way. You get that whole look of different labels and sections coming through. So then you get you can get your months of the year and all of those, and then you can get files and notes and various different things coming through.
Beautiful.
All different sizes and shapes and what have you. You've really thought, sorry, Eileen, you've really thought about the words that go into this set, because there's just stuff that's going to be dead useful for, you know, if you're making your own journals, days of the week, and all sorts of different things, notes, files, big ideas. It just means that you can put something together that's you've turned into a diary, really, really easily, and then just away you go.
Cool.
So that's it.
I love how you layered the stamps and how you made the tabs kind of the focal point of the page. I mean, you can, and then just add whatever you want inside your lists or whatever. It is, when I thought about this stamp set, I mean, it's not like sexy, but it's useful. And those are words that you're going to need all the time. It's functional, but also, just so cool. I love how you did that. It's beautiful.
Really inspired. It's the way that the rest of the team. So I've seen the way Jenny Atkinson's been using your stamps and the way Elizabeth has been using them, and just thought, they'd really work well just on the pages, and you don't need much. And also use your coloured inks rather than just using black or grey. You use your coloured inks and match them. Then it just really coordinates and it makes it look a little bit different. So there we go.
So
that's it. I will be putting a tutorial on my blog. I know we're going to be having a bit of a blog hop, aren't we? So that will go on. That will go on, and I'll show you how it all came together. And obviously there'll be more pictures of pages and stuff, so people can see a bit more up close.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right. Just a couple things before, I didn't want to interrupt Jenny. Brenda had a question about cutting through on the journal. Brenda, let me address that in the fan club, because there is a new crease pad coming out, and it is a small, thinner crease pad. So the one that you have now may not work, but there are other workarounds. So if you want to go over on the Sizzix blog, we have an FAQ that gives you tips on how to work with that until we get the crease pad. It's not coming out until August. So sometimes things do cut through just because of the material that we're cutting, the pressure of the machine. There can be issues with that. It's just really learning your materials and your dyes and how to work with them. So I would recommend you go over there. I want to say hi to everybody. Patricia, the stamp set is available in my Etsy store. And I don't know if Glum is here, but maybe she could put a link. That would be really nice. Laura says postage stamp dies are again perfect with these new stamps. I tried to make it so everything fit into that shape and that size. The labels are a little, not everything fits in there, but we're trying. You can find something to fit in. Elaine is going to steal your idea, Jenny, and there it is. Steal that for her work journal. And Pam says she loves the houses on the front of the cover. Christy says it's amazing. Teresita says she loves it. Sally says so organized and pretty. So we've got a lot of nice comments. And let's see what else. Somebody is excited. Lynn is excited about these stamps. That's good. Using slightly thinner mat board or chipboard will help too. Oh, thank you, Glum. Okay. Okay, Brenna. Oh, I was calling you Brenda. Sorry. Her name is Brenna. Susan Seabird, hadn't heard yet. Yes, I don't have them with Susan yet, but I need to get with her. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So I think that's all that I think that's all. I don't think I missed anything. If you have questions, put them in the chat, okay? So next we're going to go with Jenny. Is that you good to go, Jenny?
Hi.
Hi.
My workroom is really messy at the moment, so I'm really glad you've only seen a little bit of it.
Oh, get out. Look at how perfect that looks. Come on.
I mean, how do I follow Jenny's massive book? I mean, that is just amazing.
It is.
It's absolutely super. I just made a little journal.
It's adorable. Yeah, can you
look at it
that way? Yeah. Oh, look at how pretty.
I absolutely, these stamps are really, really super. I mean, Jenny's right. They just go with anything. And I've combined the stamps with the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I used the postage die to make the pages.
Oh.
So it's a nice size. And then I've done a washi tape binding, hinge binding.
So
I've learned this from Shabby Soul, Susie.
Oh.
And I really, really like it because it means the book lies flat.
Yes. So if you're working,
really, really super.
Yeah.
I just use washi tape for that.
Neat.
So I've got a link on my blog to her tutorial. So if you want to see how it's done, I don't know whether you can see. I've used the other bit of the snail mail cover.
Yeah, that's good.
And just some little bits and pieces. But what I wanted was a little birthday book.
Oh, cute.
That I could just write everybody's birthdays down, but I could have it in my bag. You know, I don't have to. So I had these papers which were really pretty. I didn't want to cover them up too much.
Right.
So I put some tea-dyed paper and used the stamps to make a page for each month. And a little bit doodling around the outside edge.
Oh, yeah.
And see how I've used the other stamps
yes.
as well. So it's just a page a month. And there's some of the stamps from the last release.
I love that idea for a birthday book because really, how many are you going to have? You know, that would be the perfect size. And
then I've just got a little pocket here, which I made. These papers were just lovely, so I just put the little strips in. I just thought you could put little notes on.
Yeah. So, yeah, or you could even put components for a card, like 1 or 2 that you could make, you know, if you needed one.
Just a little notebook. And even sometimes trying to keep a track of what you sent somebody for a birthday.
Yeah,
if you make half a dozen cards, you don't want to be sending them the same card.
Yeah.
So, and then I just made some little bits and pieces to go
cute.
In the back, little postcards.
Stamps.
But it's a really, really lovely little set of stamps, and I think you just get that lovely, you know, the flaps on the outside, like file tags and things like that.
Yes.
I think they'll be used a lot. So.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's great. Oh, everybody's loving it. Patricia, love this birthday book. And
so there's a blog post, I think it's just gone out just well, same time as the live, and I've just shown how I've put it together. So there's a lot of photographs, and also the link to the hinge binding. So,
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's really good for using up some lots of little bits of paper.
Yeah.
Just sort of scratch, really. Yeah.
I've seen that hinge binding, and I started to do one. I just got confused, so I needed to. I need a refresher. Try it again.
Kind of alternate the
Yeah, where the washi is.
Yeah, the washi. Two on one page, one on the next. So,
Yeah, so
yeah, and but I just love it that it's flat, so you can,
flat.
Yeah, but it's still sturdy enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks very sturdy. Well, you have the front reinforced and all the cool little elements on there. You just have such a beautiful way of combining like little bits of things to make that perfect look. You know, that's such a talent. I love it.
Well, lovely stamps.
Well, thank you, but you know, the talent definitely helps. So,
thank you very much.
Thank you. Glum is saying, did Jenny use a die to cut the pages?
Yes, it was the it's the thinlits. So it's the outside
outer, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you don't need to use a die, but it gives it a little rounded edge, and they're neatly cut.
Yeah, that is nice.
Similar size, but it did mean then that I could use for the cover
and know that it would work. Did you cut 2 at a time? Like, could you do it on a fold, do you think? Or that stuff, is that 49 and Market?
Yeah, it's 49, it's quite thick.
It's very thick, yeah.
I tend to just always cut with a thinlet. I just cut one at a time.
Yeah, good idea, because I just cut the, well, I'll show you my disaster. I cut one, and I put my little, paper in between the, what do you call that stuff? Deli paper, and it was resisting. Even that was too much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. But you got to try stuff, right? Well, thank you so much, Jenny.
Oh, thank you for having me. That's lovely.
Oh, anytime. It's beautiful. All right. There's Lisa. Wait a minute. I think let's unmute Lisa. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. All right. You ready? Here we go. Hey,
hello.
Hi.
Oops, I'm too tall. Oh, well, you get the top of my head cut off.
Fine. We know you have a head. You're all there.
I haven't lost it. Yay.
You've lost your head.
Well, I just have a few simple projects to share. First is this one. I made a photo frame for my son and his girlfriend from the prom just a few weeks ago. Here, I'll zoom in. You can see there I used the stamps.
Yes, I like that you did the red. That's so cool.
Yeah, so you can definitely, having the border kind of a contrasting color was nice.
Neat.
So, so I mean, that was just a real simple, quick and easy to put together I found, pattern paper from my stash that kind of matched, the colors of the dress and the photo and everything.
Yeah, beautiful. Your son looks so grown up.
I know, he's graduating. He's 18.
Wow. That's all right.
Yes.
He's good.
All right. So I'm going to make another one of those frames so they can each have a picture.
That's good. Good memory.
Yep. Yeah. And then for the next thing, I made a little set of tiny books.
Look at
so
them.
Three little books.
Adorable.
That are all held together with a single strand.
Oh, I didn't get that before. That's cool.
So yeah, you can see. So the middle book had the elastic in it. I just punched a little eyelet, a hole with an eyelet through on the spine of the cover. So then that little loop will just stretch over it. But then the front of the books,
cute.
so just a little notebook, so you can, you know, tuck them in your purse or whatever.
When you get
And
your
the covers, and so there's all blank inside. But the covers are actually some extra backgrounds from that postcard project that I did.
Oh yeah.
So it's good to have your leftover, you know,
Right.
leftovers box, so you can see, you know, some of the other, you know, stamps and stuff from your past releases.
Yes.
So we have that one. And then we have goals, and I use the new stamps just also as background texture, so you can see I just stamped all the dates and stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
Different colors.
That's a cool idea.
Because why not?
Yeah.
There they are.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice that. I thought that was like gel pressed or something, but yeah, that's nice background.
Stamp some extra stuff on there. Okay, there's the little third book.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, cute.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. It also kind of gives you the reminder, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, time is going. Get to work.
Yep. Yep.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, so that's kind of a quick, easy project. It would
I love
make a nice gift or something too. So
yeah. I just
Mother's Day is coming.
Yes, it is. Yeah. The thought of the elastic that holds 3 of them together as a little set is just cute.
Yeah. So I mean, that was, then you just go pop it right back on, and
look at that. What an adorable little present that would be. Yeah, that's really neat. Oh, very
and
cool.
the covers are just yeah, it was the heavy cardstock that I did all the collaging and stamping and stuff on. And then I just layered it with some really heavy duty cardstock.
Okay.
And it cut, you know, and scored it fine.
Okay. So it's
yeah,
not mat board.
It's not mat board.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still pretty, you know.
Yeah, that looks sturdy. And I mean, really, it's tiny. You know, how big do you need? Yeah,
right.
Glenn loves these. Loves. Always need pretty little. Oh, this is a cool idea. Dolly said, thoughts catcher when you're on the go, you know. For me, it's from room to room. I hear you, Dolly. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
neat.
Yeah. Pretty quick. Good for using scraps. Those little tiny books. The covers are so small.
Yeah. They are, but the stamps are a good size. So
well, so yes, very useful stuff.
Yeah, you know, useful is good. I mean, there's pretty and there's useful, and you know, you can have the pretty stuff, but there's got to be something that, you know, tells people what to do, or, you know, says something. So
yeah, well, it's good for journal planners and calendars and you know, all that stuff too. So
yeah,
with scrapbook pages, if you're trying to stamp, you know, what day something happened, or you know.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Well, good. Well, thank you, Lisa.
Sure.
Thanks for coming on. All right. All right. Well, let's see. I hope I didn't. Oh, okay. I thought I passed Elizabeth, but she's the last one. All right. I thought, why would I go around her? But in the lineup at the bottom, Elizabeth is before Lisa. So I'm like, uh-oh. Anyway, are you ready, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can't believe you're making me follow these guys. I apologize for the mess behind me. I'm actually swapping sides of my desk, so the next time you see me, I'll be on the other side.
Okay.
With the I've got black mold in my workroom.
Okay.
Fortunately, so big clean up, swapping over, so it's a tip at the moment. I haven't got very much to share, to be honest. I've been on a road trip, and we were going to surprise you last Tuesday, but you were all poorly. I managed to get across to see Jenny Marples.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, kept it secret, managed not to say anything. She had a few days over there.
That's great.
Drooling.
Yeah.
And yes, that book was blue the last time I saw it. It's stunning now, but that blue was just gorgeous.
Well, you know, that Jenny, she will change things on a dime.
I'll say, crikey, there's so much work in there.
Yes.
But what I've been doing, I haven't started a new project with the stamps. I've just been working my way through journals that are already done and adding into them.
Right.
Because for me, I've been able to go back. Oops, let's just empty everything out. It was clever, wasn't it? Let's hold up. I don't know if you can see. I'm at a funny angle because of the way everything is. This is a journal I've previously made, and I've now been able to go back and to do the tabs.
Yeah.
And also, let me find a page. I'll do this totally backwards, upside down, back to front.
That's all right.
So the plan is I can now go in and I can add the stamping with whatever wording I want onto the pages.
Yeah.
It's not quite as easy for stamping, and you need to get something behind the pages to hold them if they're already put together. It's easier when it's flat before you put it all together. But I don't know, they just add an extra little element.
Oh, they do. Yes.
So even if you don't put any words in it, if you go in and you put one of the little box frames, and the little box frames fit, like you say, into some of the stamps. So I've been playing about, literally quick play, trying to get them in and just having a, there you go. Just get them fitted into it. So you can incorporate them with the last set.
Right.
And if you do that with a distress ink, you can get your water brush and you can mix and merge all of them together, like I did with the Eiffel Tower last time.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a frame round it and water brush it in, which is what I'm planning to be doing. So yeah, work in progress for me. But the one thing that I did get done before I headed off last week was my little box frame.
Cute. It's adorable.
I actually embossed it before I put it together.
Okay.
So you can just about see it, but I wanted to distress it a little bit. So we've got the flower and the foliage as well from the set. But that is just so uber cute. And look at the size of it.
Like vintagey look to it, you know?
Yeah. I like grey and peach kind of colours together as well.
Yeah.
So
beautiful.
Not been up too much, but I wanted to come and say hello because I haven't said hello for ages.
Good, thank you.
I don't love these.
Can I ask you one thing? When you did the embossed frame, and you embossed it first, did you find that it was hard to find the score lines to fold it up?
A little bit, but what I did was I laid it on a scoreboard.
Okay.
And I laid it flat and I worked out where the score lines were and gently went along.
Yeah, okay.
The other thing, and I haven't tried it, I did wonder if, you know how you glue it together down the one side first and it can go flat then?
Right.
I wondered about gluing it along there, making it flat and then running it through.
Oh.
Whether that would just pop back up and be a little better in the score line or not, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That might work.
It might work.
It would be an interesting experiment, that's for sure.
I will have a go.
Yeah.
I just need to get everything back in here and find a space on my desk because you're on a lazy Susan at the moment, balanced precariously.
I was feeling a little dizzy.
I can spin you round.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Well, good. So what happened with you had to move all your stuff into another room?
No, it's just heaped on this side of the room and I'm just cleaning down that side. So I cleaned a lot of it up before I went away and then I've had a couple of days off when I got back and got some fresh air outside. Yeah. Got my little plants potted on.
Oh, good.
And I'm back to it now.
Good.
So rearranging yet again.
Of course, it never ends.
Like you do. Well, I don't know. I haven't sat round this because I've got a 5-foot pine table in the middle of the room and I haven't sat on that side of it before. So
that could be the new spot.
Yeah, I haven't got 5 foot to work on.
Well, I have room in here, but you would think I'd have room, but I don't. So, oh well.
But yeah, time for a change around. So
yeah.
And then more playtime.
Yes, more playtime is always good.
Definitely more playtime.
Good. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing what you're working on. I love what you did. I love the idea of adding into things that you already have. You know, I can't tell you how many notebooks I already have started that you know, I just like lost steam or I had to move on to the next thing. And it's like you have a whole new project that you don't have to start from scratch, and you just add in a couple little things and you've got a whole new thing going.
And you can do it daily as well. If you've got a blank page and you just stamp it up, stamp the box, stamp Tuesday. If you've got 2 lines to write in on Tuesday, you know, you're not wasting any of your pages in your journal. I can go for weeks on end with a shop bought planner because, I might not write in it for 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's such a waste. Whereas if you make your own planner or notebook or whatever, even if it's just a jobs list to do, you can just use as much space as you need.
Yeah.
So
I know
that's a great idea.
Well, good. Well, thank you for sharing your stuff.
You're welcome.
All right.
And the dogs haven't barked.
What?
The dogs haven't barked.
I just missed what you said. Sorry.
The dogs haven't barked.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, that's true. That's a miracle.
But that could mean they've escaped again.
You never know. Well, we'll have to see them next time. You can bring them on. All right.
Yeah, I'll bring them on and you can say hello to them sometime.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's I think I'm gonna go to my demo cam here. Wait, how do I get up there? Add to stream.
That makes me nervous. All right, I'm gonna make that. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh, okay, it went away. I'm not sure what happened there. Shoot. I don't know how to fix that. Does everybody have their mic on? I just don't know why it's doing. It's saying that
All right. I don't know, guys. I cannot figure out what's going on. You think you know what's happening. Do you hear me now? Oh, yeah. All right. Wait a minute. Let me I don't hear you guys, but I don't know what's going on. But I'll just talk about it. I'm great now. Yeah, except you can't see down. I was going to do a demo, but maybe I'll just wait and save that. Yeah, I don't know. This is how I always do it, and I don't know why that made that noise, unless I ran out of battery in my headphones, but I turned it on and off and it sounded good. So I don't know, but let's just talk about this. It's going to be tricky because we're going upside down here, but this is the Misty, and this is a stamp positioner. And what you can do in here is to line your stamps up. So if you're trying to, now it's two voices. Uh-oh. Do you hear two voices? Sandy says perfect sound now. Shirley's hearing two. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going because I just want to get this done. You hear me perfectly. Okay. All right. I just have a couple samples, so I'll show them to you. And then maybe I'll show you the stamp positioner the next time that I do a live, which is, I'm not sure when. But one thing that I did want to share that I had created, and this was when I should have been doing a lot of other things last night, but I had seen this somewhere. It's like a little place to keep all this ephemera. So once I do it, I cut it. Now this one I cut out of mat board because I've got a lot of these little strips that are left over when I cut things out of mat board, you know, that'll be left on the die. So I just cut them and I just stamp on them because they give a little bit of dimension. So this little book was made using a glassine envelope, and I just used a couple pieces of paper that I had left over from another project and made this little folder that has all of these little pieces in here. So when I want them, I can just, go in and get the day of the week or the month or whatever it is that I am looking for. Now I can't see how to open this. Hang on. I think there's one more. Yeah. It opens up like this. So I had to play with it a little. This actually was a fun project, and maybe we'll do this when I get back from my trip. So I liked it. I mean, I need, now I realize I need more colors of paper, but it was really kind of fun to make. And so that's what I made when I should have been doing other stuff. Never fails. But I have things when I need them. So that's good. I used my little button closure that I did the other day. Well, thank you. Yeah, all right. We'll have to do that for a project because that really went together pretty quickly. Yeah, the glassine bag, the funny thing about that was the folds were already cut in there. So I just had to like cut off the two sides that had the folds. And actually, I think they were 4 folds. So the measurements of some of the stamps, they're really pretty small. Let me measure, Johanna. Let's see. The biggest one, the one that says Big Ideas, that's 1/4 of an inch. And the others are probably more like 3/8 of an inch tall. Well, let's see. Yeah, but they vary. The frames or the little labels are like 3/4 of an inch by 1 inch and 5/8. They're all different sizes. Well, let me show you what I did with them when I got them. And like we were saying, what's really cool is that they kind of work. I got piles. And this packaging is so slippery. But this is what it looks like in the packaging. This is like half size, but it's just so you can see what the words are and what they say. But they also go with all of the other stamps, like, you could use that for a background and then stamp on top, or these all go with this die. This is kind of the centerpiece of all of it. This and the die that goes with it, which is, I have that on the pile too. Somewhere, this one. So these kind of all go together. This is the snail mail kind of collection. And so the recent dies that came out, the planner ones, they can work inside this frame, or, you can even, like, if you want to do, I thought it would be kind of cool to do like a collage of all different shapes that go inside, and you could even layer like your stamps on top of it. So there's no, you can just go to town with it. Here's another one. These are just the past stamps that I've done. If you're interested, they're on the website on my in my Etsy store. This is the button cards. Those have been really fun. And this is kind of what they look like. So they're old vintagey button cards, a library card, things like that. This one I have in rubber now. I don't have that other one because we ran out of them and we decided to do the rubber. So this is button cards and more. And this is the postage stamp, or where's the name of it? I always have to cheat and look on the back. Snail mail postage. So this has a lot of those shapes that Jenny and Jenny had used in, collaboration or in coordination with the latest ones. And then these are the dies that, like Jenny had used this. This is a 3D folder, the crochet mandala. She used that on the edges of her pages. So you can see, yes, Johanna, I think so too. The white rubber leaves a very nice crisp image. Yeah, I do like that. I know, Julie, isn't it fun? And they don't want to go on the lives. I have to beg them. It's so interesting to see where everybody works. Oh, thank you, Christy, for ordering. That's very nice. All right, so they would work great in the shadow box, and I did have a little project ready, but I don't know if I can do it without putting the camera down. So I hope I can figure this out. I have, guys, such a big presentation I have to do in like 2 weeks, and it's on doing Facebook Lives. And I am terrified that something like that is going to happen when I'm supposed to be talking about how to do it. Anyway, All right, well, here's another little sample. This is a little pocket. I think we did a live about this where you can just tuck all of your little fun things and make kind of a collage. This would be cute on a page, but I was going to stamp on here something at the top like, you know, plans or goals or something. And then, you know, you can have the dates. I think we have 2019 to 2023 for dates if you were going to make a planner or something. Let me see. Love the way the stamps coordinate with the die. Thank you. Yeah, the white rubber is fun. She's been embroidering the crochet mandala. Oh, Karen. Whoa. All right. So here's like a little card you could make that just has the date on it. But again, you can combine it with other elements. And for anybody that's interested, there's a class on faux wax seals. So you might want to come to that. That is out in Ohio. Here's another one. This is another class that I'm teaching out in Ohio, and that one's just tell your story. There's 3. You're going to get 3. There's another one. And these are all going to come out differently because you all have different ephemera and different ideas and stuff. So that's going to be fun. The other thing that I was going to do was I originally stamped this in, what do you call it, clear ink, and it faded a little bit. So I was going to put a new label on here. So you can stamp, you know, one of those sayings on there. Here's another one. It seems like I use tell your story a lot, but I like that one. I kind of didn't put that one in there, but I'm glad I did. And here's another, what I was going to do for the project was make the pages that go inside this little tiny book. So this was just, you know, embossed with the crochet mandala. I inked it a little bit and then I just stamped plans on it. And I was going to do like a little accordion book, but I don't think I'm going to get to it because I need flat. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I'll try and figure it out because I have to figure it out and not humiliate myself. I might have to do a test and hope that you guys can help me. But oh, thanks, Christy. It's the team. It's a bit too far for you to come from the UK. Well, maybe we'll do. Oh, that's a nice idea, Cindy. Just pretend I'm presenting it to you guys. That would be very nice. Oh, Angie, that's so nice. Thank you for watching our releases. It's really, really fun. Let me bring the team back in. I'm not sure we have Lisa, but all right, we have you guys. Can you unmute anybody? Just to say.
So, Eileen, quick one. Just while you were talking, I suddenly thought, so when you stamp these labels, if you've got a sheet of like self-adhesive paper, you know, one with a backing on it,
right?
If you stamp lots and lots of labels out onto it, and then whenever you need one, you can just cut one out and put the words on that you need, which is
right. Yeah, that's a great, like a sticker sheet of labels. Yeah. Yeah, I like how you guys did it in the red. It didn't occur to me. I don't have a red memento pad. That's the stamp pad that I use. I don't know what you guys use. I like the detail on this, but I don't have a red one, but I need to get one, I think.
That's a good excuse to go shopping.
Yeah, I know. Do I think I will ever do dies to go with stamps? Leslie, I can't do all those little tiny ones because I have to think about like the big picture. But I like the idea of doing ones like this that can hold the stamps. I know it's a pain to fussy cut. I don't like fussy cut either, but they're pretty generic shapes, so they don't take too long. But you could, if you had like a little square or rectangle frame, you maybe could, just cut it out with that. But it's not in the plans right now, Leslie, because I need to do kind of a bigger picture of that. Oh, there they are. We pushed our luck.
It had to happen today.
That's all right. I mean, it's their house, for heaven's sake. Everyone knows that. Oh, well, I want to thank everybody for coming. Sorry about the technical issue. Oh, Jimmy has a question. Let's see. She says, I'd push the white cardstock through with the crochet. Now, how do I get it onto a passbook? Okay, so you rolled it through with the crochet mandala pattern. Okay, so Jimmy, what you would do is you could take that shape that you did and cut it with the die that cuts out the passport book, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, that's what I would do. You know,
all I did with mine was I just cut my mat board out to the right size, and because your spine and your two covers get attached together, you can put them together once you've actually assembled them, once you've decorated the front and the back. I just left these plain and put my embossed paper onto them and then just trimmed round, because it's such a square shape. You don't have to have the spine attached before you assemble the covers onto it, if that makes sense.
Okay,
does that make sense?
I don't know. Let's see if she writes back. Love the team. Thanks for sharing. Great fun as always. Leslie is such a good friend. Oh, thank you, then glued. So is that what you did? You glued it down?
Yeah, so you make the two sides, then I put the embossing pieces on them, glued them down, and just turned them over and just trimmed round. You can use a pair of scissors, and then you take your spine piece and you glue it to the two covers.
Okay.
So, and then you can paint and do all of that business afterwards, but make the structure, but do it that way first, or emboss your card.
Okay.
So,
and you'll have a tutorial, right, Jenny?
Yeah.
No. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming again. Thank you to my team, for everybody. Keep an eye out on the blog tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. We're going to have a blog post with these projects in there and more. So I hope you'll come and look at that. And, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, and especially to my team and Lisa, who was also on. I really appreciate it. All right. So thanks, guys. We'll see. Leslie is going to be here on Thursday at 4:00. I know we all get to see her craft room. I am like, so I'm hoping it will inspire me, So.
Me too.
I think many of us think that. Hello, Penelope. Well, thanks, Tracy and Angie. Thanks, everybody. All right. Well, we'll see you on Thursday. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.